Welcome back, Guardians. Zeus here, and this time it's all about the Fire Totem. I retested everything after the recent fixes, and let me tell you, the outcome stunned me. Some skills rose higher than expected, while others completely failed under pressure. I ran a brand new series of controlled tests right after the latest bug fixes went live. This wasn't about theory, guesses, or speculation, it was all about raw, measurable results. To keep things clean and fair, I stripped away every possible outside influence, no Clash of Worlds boosts, no fancy element mixing, nothing that could tilt the outcome. It was just a pure fire lineup standing its ground against a pure water team, and this time without any skill advantages. The setup was deliberate, because everyone knows that water naturally beats fire. So my logic was simple: if a fire skill can't prove its worth under these harsh but fair conditions, then it won't suddenly start saving the day once the battles get more complicated. Now, some of you often ask why I always run my first round of tests on defense. The answer is important. When you're attacking, you can control everything: timing, positioning, target focus, and when to trigger abilities. You're basically steering the fight. But defense takes all of that away. Your team has to stand on its own, react automatically, and survive without your direct control. And that's where the truth comes out. If a skill can't hold the line here, then it's not going to save you when the stakes are higher. Defense testing reveals the raw value of a skill, no excuses, no manipulation. So, what did I actually discover? Honestly, I was expecting Flame Dance to rise above the rest for Fire Totem, mainly because it's so similar to the Fire Totem's base skill. On paper, it looked like the natural winner. But to my surprise, it didn't even make the top 2. Instead, the real standout performers were Last Flash and Ice Age. Let's break them down, starting with Last Flash. This skill activates when a Titan is about to die. Instead of falling, the Titan enters a burning rage, gaining 15% more speed. During this state, its attack power skyrockets, it becomes completely invulnerable to all effects, and its health can't drop below 1. The Titan will eventually die once the effect ends, and it only happens once per battle, but here's the kicker: its attack jumps by 112,125 for a full 17 seconds. That's a huge window of extra time on the battlefield. For Moloch, this means an extra 17 seconds of soaking damage, which delays the water totem from targeting your backline heroes. That alone creates a synergy that can turn the tide, protecting your fragile damage dealers when it matters most. Now let's move to Ice Age. This one is all about disruption. As soon as your opponent's base totem skill triggers, all of their titans get frozen for 1 second. That may not sound like much, but remember, it stops them completely from acting in that moment. On top of that, they receive the fragility effect, which increases all incoming damage by a massive 55% for 13 seconds. The timing here is what makes it so devastating. Fire Totem always activates right after Water Totem, which means the moment water makes its move, Ice Age punishes it by freezing the lineup and amplifying your fire damage. It's an incredibly powerful chain reaction. When I compared these two skills, both were consistently strong with all Primal skills I tested. It was honestly hard to crown a single winner. So I raised the stakes and tested under tougher conditions. First, I added 3 Light Titans and 2 Dark Titans to the mix. In that setup, both Last Flash and Ice Age still performed well, with little difference between them. Then I shifted to a lineup of 3 Water and 2 Light Titans. This time, Ice Age came out on top, while Last Flash fell behind. Finally, I tested Dark Titans alongside Water, but in that case, both skills underperformed. From all of this, the takeaway is clear: both Last Flash and Ice Age are excellent fits for Fire Totem. But Ice Age especially shines when you're up against combined water and light totems, giving you that extra edge. Now let's talk about Primal skills, because this is where things get even more interesting. Across all my tests, 2 Primal skills consistently stood out when paired with either Last Flash or Ice Age: Primal Zeal and Call of Elements. Primal Zeal gives your Titan a chance to restore energy whenever it uses its basic skill. The numbers here are impressive: 255 energy restored with a 60% chance of activation. That means more ultimates, faster rotations, and an overall stronger presence in battle. It's one of those subtle but game-changing boosts. Then there's Call of Elements. This one directly buffs the Titan's attack power based on how much health it's missing. For every 13% of health gone, the Titan gains an additional 14,625 attack. In practice, that means your Titans hit harder and harder as the fight drags on and their health drops. It creates a built-in comeback mechanic that makes fire teams much scarier in prolonged battles. So what's the plan going forward? Personally, I'm going to wait until we see the final 2 totems, Light and Dark, before fully locking in choices. My only concern is that the same skill might end up being shared across multiple totems, which could affect long-term strategy. For players who already have all 5 totems maxed or close to max, patience is key. Wait and see how all the pieces fit together before committing. But for those of you who are primarily invested in fire, you can safely choose one of these standout skills without hesitation. Both Last Flash and Ice Age will serve you well. So, to sum it all up, we've seen which skills truly make a difference, why they matter in the current meta, and how you can use them to tilt the odds in your favor. The message is clear: when you make the right choices now, you'll be ready for every challenge Dominion throws your way. But I want to hear from you. Have you tested these skills yourself? Did you find different results? Or maybe a hidden combo I didn't mention? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And of course, if you found this breakdown useful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the strategies that keep you one step ahead. Remember, knowledge is power in Hero Wars, and when you use it well, you don't just play the game, you dominate it. Until next time. Salute and friendship.